All right, take two, page 7. All is fair in love and Parkimeter. September 19th, 1994. Santiago arrived on the late morning flight. A taxi took him to the center of Ajaccio to a reunion with Eloise and the other expatriate British friends he had known when he lived on the island. Eloise was an octogenarian and the matriarch of the expatriate clique, eager to meet for a wine soup lunch. They set out on the patio of a high-rise penthouse. It was here in the same apartment 10 years before where Martina had appeared like a phantom. Santiago looked over the balcony down the 6 floors to the harbor and the palm tree boulevards. To the north, Mount Rotundo floated in the fall haze.
Santiago, I don't know how you come up with these incredible tales, Eloise said. You get yourself in so much trouble, you simply frighten me. When are you going to grow up?
At the last possible moment, sweetheart.
Honestly, you and Oscar are both hysterical brats. But do remember, if you ever need my help again, I shall save you despite my better judgment.
Eloise looked sternly at Santiago. She thought of him as her second son. She looked across the table and regarded her son Oscar, who was smiling at Santiago. She knew he loved Santiago as a friend and the brother he never had. Eloise frowned.
How could men in their 50s still be so absolutely hopeless with life?
Well, I think this adventure has been absolutely marvelous, Vaughn said. And Santiago, you really should write these stories down. If you don't, I bloody will.
Darling Wanda said, I think Santiago has got the point.
The wine put Vaughn into a repetitive phase.
But he had such an absolutely marvelous experience as he left the island, and anyway, I'm amazed he's still alive after that Piccadilly with, oh my God, I've forgotten her name, Vaughn said. And tell me, Santiago, do you really think she was worth the trouble?
Oscar laughed. Santiago, intend to put your head in the lion's mouth again. I shall not pull you out this time. Eloise looked across at Santiago and saw the look in his eyes.
Have another glass of wine, you two loves. You both of you will have to take your foot out of your mouth first, love.
She remembered sending Oscar to get Santiago out of a situation that was rather difficult.
Sorry, but what was her name? She was worth the price, old man, Vaughn said, oblivious to delicacy.
Martina, no, I guess not, Santiago said. He looked across the bay and tried to squeeze the feeling out that was suddenly rushing in.
Oh, for God's sakes, Vaughn, you're like a bull in a china shop. Veronica lit a cigarette and blew smoke out her nose. That business was so long ago, I'm sure Santiago would just as soon forget the whole bloody mess. Let's talk about the marijuana in New Mexico. I can't believe it looks like broccoli. How do they do that?
Eloise's son, Oscar, who was a farmer and the same age as Santiago, interjected.
I bet that is why Santiago's life is so extraordinary. He's been smoking broccoli all this time in his Tittadrio pot.
Everyone laughed except Santiago. Yeah, it's all in the cultivation, I guess. His words were vacant. He was ready for the Rostonica Gorge, where he had once been with Martina. In a few more hours, he would rendezvous with Neil. End of page 7.
Goodbye.